What is up, everybody? Chris Fluke here, Chris Fluke Podcast, episode 140. Prepare the child for the road. Don't prepare the road for the child. What in the world does that mean? This is a great old parenting maxim. You know, when we think about how we prepare our children for anything, whether or not you're a parent, a coach, or a teacher, you want your team, you want the individual kids, you want your own child to be prepared for whatever the world has to throw at them. Sometimes you're going to have to cut the kid loose a little bit and let them experience some of these things on their own so that they could show to you and the world, and to most importantly themselves, that they could handle what kind of stress, what kind of complicated scenarios come their way. Now, this morning I had a moment. Get my daughter's lunch bag ready for preschool. This is kind of her third year going to a preschool. Each year, she's going a little bit more, and we're going to get to that point soon where she's going to be gone for a big chunk of the day, and kind of worries me a little bit. Not really because she can't handle it, but partly because I'm going to miss her now. I had a moment in the kitchen. I'm getting a little bit of sadness coming over me. I'm getting her little prosciutto sandwich ready. I'm getting her apples, her bananas, her cucumbers, her carrots, her little special treats that she gets, and I'm putting it in that bag. And I'm like, dang it. School's a long time. It's like 8 or 9 months of the year, right? This is not like she's going to pony camp for a week. This is a long time, right? And it makes me think about, what's best for her and not what's best for me. I love having her around. It might not be good for my business. It might not be good for me actually getting some productive things done for work or around the farm. But I just love spending time with her. And now she's going to be gone for a good chunk of the day. And I'm going to have to be okay with that, because it's our job as parents to get her prepared for the world. And some of these scenarios that she's encountering at school is going to prepare her for the world down the road here. You know, she's learning about what it takes to be a part of a team. There's a collective there, right? It's a group thing. You know, your parents aren't always going to be there to kind of have your back and to save you from certain situations. You're going to have to navigate these things. You're going to have to navigate the kid on the playground that's not being kind. You're going to have to navigate falling down and scraping your knee up and trying to self-regulate, right? You're going to have to have the ability to calm your body down when you get a little bit worked up, when you miss your mom or your daddy, right? These are these things that you have to navigate as a child. And as a parent, if we don't expose them to some of these hardships, it's like the peanut allergy thing that happened in the 90s. Now, don't quote me on these numbers, but, you know, at some point in time, the peanut allergy almost, it more than tripled in the amount of kids that were getting this allergy as a young kid, right? And what they come to learn is that little exposure of peanuts at a young age is going to actually allow you to build up some immunity to more peanut consumption as you age. Therefore, you're not going to be allergic to it, right? So if your child experiences a little bit of hardship, right, a little bit of tough situations, a little bit of sadness, they're going to learn how to cope with that. They're going to learn how to overcome that. And they're not always going to just go to the parent for that coping, right, for that sense of feeling better about themselves. They're going to try to find it within. And that's where we are, man. School starts. Daughter's gone for most of the day. Am I going to be able to handle this as a dad? I think so. But I just love seeing the smile, man. We took her to the first day of school yesterday, and she was worried, man. She spent the last couple of weeks telling us she didn't want to go back to school. She's going to miss mommy and daddy, you know, all that stuff, right? But we took her to school. She saw some familiar faces open the door. "Emmy, hola," said her Spanish teacher, and everybody else was like, "Emmy, hello." Big smiles on their faces equaled a big smile on our daughter's face. She walked right in. She loved it. Hopefully she continues to love it. Parents, remember, prepare your child for the road. Don't prepare the road for your child. You can't make everything easy for them. They're going to have to get out there and experience the world. We're going to have to cut them loose one day. Hope you guys like this episode. Like it, share it, subscribe to the podcast. Leave me a review on anything. Leave me a comment on YouTube. Leave me a comment on Apple, Google, Stitcher, wherever you find this thing, Spotify. Like it, share it, help spread the word. If you like the content, you think this might apply to somebody, send it that way. I'm trying to build this podcast up in an effort to support everything that we're doing here on the farm, trying to create some sort of community fitness environment here, not only for kids to thrive, but adults as well. Hope you guys like this one. Peace, everybody.